to your brief gentle Hatha practice. This practice assists to give a little bit of release and easefulness to the body and to help kind of unstick anything that might be holding or kind of constricted through your day and anywhere. And it's a nice way to wind down at night as well. So I recommend the use of a chip foam block here to sit on top of for some comfort, and you can find a comfortable seated position of your choice. Place your hands facing down on your knees and lengthen out through the crown of your head, out through your tailbone. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your left hand and take a breath into the palms. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to Om. The eyes softly open, and we'll take a little bit of twisting to start. You can place your right hand to your left thigh and your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up through your chest, and as you exhale, resist the hands against where they touch and turn your torso to the left. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, hands come down the center. Now place your left hand on your right thigh and right hand behind you. Inhale. Exhale, rotate around the spine to the right. Inhale to center, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge your hips, chest, spine forward. Place your hands down and bow. Walk your hands back towards you as you roll yourself up. Come off of your chip foam block and take that off to the side. And then shift your weight and make your way onto your hands and your knees for cat and cow. Just a few rounds in either direction. Inhale, reach your hips back and your chest forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, hips back, chest forward, lift up. Exhale, round. Inhale. And round. Step your feet to your hands, and if you have some blocks with you, you can take them underneath your palms here to make it a bit softer on your body. From there, inhale, pull your hands back as your chest reaches forward into halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now from there, bend your knees and begin to get nice and gangly as you start to slowly roll your spine up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Let your arms come down by your side, tuck your chin to your throat and begin to bend your knees and ragdoll your spine down, folding inward. And then roll it back up. Reaching your arms up, inhale. Take your left hand to your right wrist and turn your right palm up to the ceiling. Bend your knees and lift up and over for a nice side moon pose, standing side bend. And your hips right and your torso to the left. Breathe in. Come back to center. Let your arms come down. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then back up overhead. Inhale. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Push your left palm up and take your torso to the right and your hips to the left. Breathing in. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let your palms and arms come down by the sides. Good. From there, shift your weight into your right foot. Step your left foot back just a little bit, coming into a little lunge as you reach the arms up overhead. You don't have to bend the left knee super low. Your right knee can be quite high. It doesn't have to be super deep. And then push off of your left toes. Find that nice crescent shape through your waist and your spine. Breathing in. And as you exhale, take your arms out by your sides. Step your left foot to your right foot and switch sides. And then inhale, reach the arms out and up. Feel the lift through the lungs, through the waist. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Step the right foot to the left foot. Nice standing position. Let your palms face forward and close your eyes as you take a moment in stillness. Let the eyes open, bend your knees, reach the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, swan dive the arms wide, bowing down, fold forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold forward. Place yourself back to your hands and your knees. And now start to find a side bend in your cat and cow. So we start to go from the hips to the right, torso to the left. Hips to the left, torso to the right. And going from side to side. Good, once more. And then start to take a little bit of a freestyle cat and cow, so you can go into a figure 8 or a barrel roll. Just start to massage all the vertebrae in the spine, neck, and shoulders. And then from there, go ahead and take your fingers to face in the direction of your knees, or a little bit more out to the sides of your mat. And then you can start to lean your bum back to your heels to bring some release into your arms, into your wrists, into your hands, and breathe in for another breath. And fantastic. And release. Shake it out. And take the toe squat here, one of my favorites. You can set your bum back to your heels. And take your tops of your hands attached with your knuckles facing outward. And then breathing into your wrists. And inhale through your nose. Exhale. Shake out your hands. Place your hands out in front of you. Lift your feet off the ground as you roll your ankles out. And tap the tops of your feet on the ground. Shift your hips to your heels, sitting into a kneeling position, Virasana. Tent your fingertips on either side. Actively press down through the tops of your feet, dorsal flexion. Lean your hips and your shoulders back. Lift your shins and breathe. Coming back down to your shins. Send your hips over to one side as your legs come out in front of you. And then tap out your calves. Awesome work. Okay. And then from there, make your way onto your forearms so you can gently come to your back, chin to throat as you roll back, and hug your knees into your chests. Take your right foot over your left thigh to thread the needle, but keep your left foot on the mat. From here, lift your hips a little bit off to the right, off center, and then let your right leg come across the body to the left onto the floor. And breathe for a few moments here. Inhale, come on back to center, neutralize your hips, and hug your knees in. Take your left outer edge of your foot on top of your right thigh. Pick your hips up to the left a little bit, take your arms out into cactus shape, and bring your legs across to the right for that second side. Breathing in here. Inhale, come on back to center, hug your knees in. With your hands on your knees, just let your knees circle outward in one direction a few times. And then reverse. Awesome. And then from there, let your legs come out Stretching out your limbs and your joints into Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling your hands and feet. Sliding your feet to the ground and reach your arms up overhead gently. Breathe in. And hug your knees into your chest. Place your feet to the floor. Roll over to your left side. And press up to a closing and brief seated position. Place your hands to meet at heart center and inhale for Om. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice. Namaste.